soon as God break day. Going back home, just as soon as the good Lord break his day. Whoa, you know this ain't no place for me. And I don't think poor lightning wanna stay.
This is the moment you've been waiting for. This is the final part of the 6-week course you've been taking here at Florida Institute of Paranormal Sciences, and you've done very well so far. You're close to becoming your certified paranormal investigators. You have your final exam left to go and your field experience, and then that's it. It's graduation time. In the area that's considered haunted by the eyewitnesses, and there is a very strange person in my mind that's living in the house today, and she has reported a number of things that have happened in that house, but just be aware of some of the things that you want to spot if they occur, such as changes in temperature, any apparitions, a sensation of being watched. If you feel like somebody's watching you and you're the only person at this particular place in the house, we need that recorded. Discarnate voices, any electrical problems, disappearing objects, or any kind of psychic expressions at all. We have here with us tonight Owen from spook-hunters.com, and Owen is going to go ahead and tell you a little bit about the equipment you'll be using and give you kind of an orientation as to what he's actually going to want you to do tonight. He'll be leading the investigation. Then we're going to hear from Andrew Merritt, who's a researcher, and he'll be going along primarily as an observer to see what's happening, and hopefully he'll be writing this up, and maybe we'll see this in a publication down the road. And we also have with us Sophia Lorenzo, who is a medium, and so she's going to be going along to help us detect anything unusual that's happening in the house tonight. So Owen, we'll turn it over to you.
Thank you very much, Doctor, Professor. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I just wanted to share with you guys a little bit about some of the tools I personally use out in the field. Of course, standard is always a night vision camera. The fundamentals that this is supposed to bounce off of objects in darkness, reflects the light back in here, gives a picture. Is it going to detect a ghost that you can see through because this bounces through the ghost, doesn't actually bounce off, nothing reflects off of it? Most likely won't catch a ghost on this, but it's good to see in the dark, maybe something moves, if anything. Always have these recording. Other thing, of course, is a still camera. These are a ghost hunter's best friend because, as we talked about earlier, there's a lot of orbs you can capture with these. Pretty much, if you go outside in the dark, use a flash, you're going to get ghosts. Are they really ghosts? No, they're orbs, they're dust, it's water vapor, it's anything. It's crap on the lens. Not sure if I should say crap here in a school setting, but I might not be asked back, but oh well. Basically, they're good just to document where you are, what time you're doing. If you find something that looks good, hey, somebody might believe it. You never know. Maybe a ghost will form. We always want to have communication. You got radios, use them. If you're in trouble, if something's throwing something at you, I really want to see it, so call me right away and I'll get there to see it. And we'll probably help you. Another thing, we'll have somebody doing EVPs, electric voice phenomena. For some reason, people out there think ghosts will show up on tape, their voices will show up on digital media. So, hey, it's worth a shot. Another thing, EMF detectors. This right here works about as good as the real thing. This is what I got back when I was 8 years old. Ghostbusters came out. Big fan. Never grew up, I guess. This is the real one.
And that's a electromagnetic field detector?
Yes, absolutely. Anything that gives off an electrical charge, this is going to pick up. Now, the reason they use this in ghost hunting, because apparently when a ghost, evidently, when a ghost wants to form, it draws power from the environment. That's what somebody has said. And in order to draw that energy from the environment, there should be some kind of static electricity charge, which these should pick up on. Again, like I say, the field has these theories out there, and we need to test these theories. And currently, every single test we repeat fails, fails, fails. And there's no concrete evidence that anybody has been able to produce, and that's what I want to produce. I don't say, put a blanket statement, say everybody's crazy. I believe in the people that have these experiences. Something's going on. Is it ghosts? Is it a dead relative forming? A guy that lived 500 years ago forming to make contact? I doubt so. Something else is definitely going on, and that's what we want to find out.
We also have with us Mr. Andrew Merritt, and he's going to now give you a little bit of background on the Blackhart home. Mr. Merritt?
Thank you, Dr. Ryan. It's good that I have this opportunity because I do a lot of writing, and I write about unexplained phenomena. I became particularly interested in this session and this course that you're going through because it gives me as a writer a little insight into the way these investigations are done. The other thing is that this your first ghost investigation is going to take place at a house that I'm very interested in. And this is what connected me up with Dr. Ryan, is this house. Because some time ago, I was in an old bookstore in St. Augustine, Florida, and I found this old scrapbook. When I opened this up, I knew right away that this was probably from the 1920s. And I'm looking at someone's life here, as you do in any scrapbook. And I kept seeing the image of this one fellow throughout this book, and it talks about when he was in World War I, all the way through to when he got married, and there's a lot of old newspaper clippings in here, but there was one that really intrigued me, and that was a newspaper clipping. You can see it right here. Henry Blackhart is dead. And that got me to looking into this story.
As you might imagine, there is a substantial amount of unrealistic folklore that has become attached to the Blackhart tragedy, much of it paranormal in nature. Of course, I, as a historian, find this sort of nonsense a bit far-fetched. Blackhart was a local financier who had relocated here from up north, from Augusta, Maine, as I recall. He had worked there as an accountant for the Freeman's National Bank. It was through his former military commander, Colonel Frank Fauntleroy, that Blackhart was recommended for the presidency of the small but prosperous First Bank and Trust Company of Daytona Beach. Now, the Blackharts weren't exactly landed gentry, but they did manage to become fairly prominent in Florida social circles. Through these associations, Blackhart was noticed by then-Governor Cone. Cone appointed Blackhart to head up the Florida Finance Commission in 1926 and was charged to oversee the state's strained economic boondoggle that arose out of the real estate bust of the mid-1920s. So Blackhart, like many other American movers and shakers of the day, was heavily invested in the stock market. As you might expect in an economic tragedy, Black Friday came along in October of 1929, causing the financial house of cards to come crashing down.
He basically lost everything, so he went from up here financially to the bottom. He pulled the shades on his bank's front window where the depositors were pounding on the door demanding their money, and he slipped out the side door of the bank building, got into his car, and he drove out of the alley, and on the way out someone threw a bottle and busted his windshield. When Henry Blackhart drove home that afternoon, parked his car in front of the Blackhart home, the one that you're going to be visiting. And he went in, and we can only guess at what happened after he got inside, but this is what we know. He shot his wife with a .32 caliber pearl handle pistol. Then evidently he went upstairs and he took his own life. He was found several hours later by his neighbors. The police ruled this a murder-suicide, obviously from the depression that he suffered from his losses, because he didn't have a future from that point. Well, in the late 1940s, early 1950s is when ghost stories started cropping up about things going on in this home. And so we have a developing folklore that began. And like with most folklore, people add to it. So it's hard to tell what's true and what's not true. I always say that with any folklore, legends or whatever, there's a grain of truth there. And people build on that truth. But currently living in the house is a Creole woman by the name of Cat Jones. Now, she is what is known as a hoodoo woman or a root worker, not to be confused with voodoo, but what hoodoo is a form of southern folk magic. She thinks that by living in this house that somehow she draws psychic energy from the fact of what went on there many years ago. Now there's other people who say they've seen things there. The stories are never ending.
Yes, I do. I live right next door. And this, by the way, is my dog, Dolly. Dolly barks at the door and wants me to take her for a walk. And this is how it first happened. And we walk by the Blackhart's home. And I see something, but I'm not sure what it is, and then I focus in. And there are people waving at me. And from all pictures that I've seen, they are the Blackharts, the husband and the wife.
Could be, someone looking to make a few bucks. They may have thrown something in there and kidded around, you come in there, get you to play a few bucks, and you go in there and you see if there's some ghosts or some strange eerie noises or whatever. It could be a sound system hidden away. They have technology today. They can make anything. They can make sound bounce off the walls a half a mile away, for crying out loud. You know what I'm saying? So how can you believe in it? I mean, give me something factual, Let me see somebody rise it up or something. Let me see a sparrow. Let me see the little mist in the air with some reality behind it, and here comes the ghost. But that isn't happening right now, so till I see that, no, I don't believe. Sorry.
Myself, I'm basically neutral. This is why I asked certain questions of Owen here about, have you seen any ghosts, about this equipment, does it really capture ghosts? Because I'm basically neutral on it. I don't put a lot of stock in the folklore. But at the same time, I don't want to throw a wet blanket on what you're going to be doing. So, I like people to stay objective to these. But I want to thank you for allowing me to be part of your group, and thank Dr. Ryan here for inviting me to be an observer, because I want to see firsthand what goes on in places like this, and to see if you really find anything there. So I would be going along with you this evening and taking some notes, and maybe there might be a story there that I might like to either do an article or a book on in the future.
I have one question before you go. This hoodoo lady that you mentioned, does she pose any threat, to us? Or if we go in there and we're walking around, we go into a wrong area, is she going to come after us with a bat head?
No, I don't think so. It's, you're relying probably what you've seen in movies, Let me say this much, she's very strange. They are, hoodoo people, men and women both, are known for having a high level of psychic ability. And it varies among the different ones. So I don't think there's any threat there. I think, if anything, you're just going to find her being a little strange or weird. And since you're going to be in her house, you kind of have to respect that, But she's interesting in her own way, in addition to what you're going to be doing, looking for a spirit there. And supposedly Henry Blackhart's spirit is still in that house.
Okay, do we have any questions from our students? Yes, Danielle.
I'd like to hear Miss Lorenzo's opinion on earthbound spirits.
On earthbound spirits,
Sure,
Ms.
of
Lorenzo.
course.
That's what I'm here for. In my opinion, and with all the work I've done, earthbound spirits They tend to be the most hostile and vindictive of all spirits because they tend to be tied to either a person, an object, or a particular place. And because of their ties to this place and the fact that they're still earthbound, it makes them more hostile. They can't pass on, they can't move towards the light, and that tends to make them more angry. Yes.
Why? Why can't they move on?
Well, because they're tied to a certain place, and it usually tends to be something traumatic, a violent death, something that they left unfinished in their previous life that keeps them held there.
Have you ever been successful in helping a poltergeist pass over?
It's a very simple procedure, especially if a spirit is willing to pass on the light. Many of them want to, but they just simply need the assistance. They need the push.
Owen, you had a question?
Yeah, I'm sorry. How exactly do you convince a spirit to cross over, and how do you know it works?
I communicate with the dead. I can hear them, I can see them, I can communicate with them. Spirits can communicate to me when they're ready to pass on. I'm a medium. That's my job.
Can you turn it on like a switch, or is it happening right now? Do I have any dead people around me now?
No.
Other than, Mr. Copperpot here.
No. But
Okay.
some spirits wish to move on, and then it's a very simple procedure, and that's my job. That's what I'm there to do.
So it sounds as if there's a lot of free will when it comes to ghosts and where they want to haunt and where they're found. Is that true?
Some spirits don't want to pass on. Some choose to stay. Some are very bound to an object, a person, a place. And some are very stubborn, and no matter what you do, you simply can't get them to move on.
Well, I better call my local bar, because that's probably where I'm going to be after I kick the bucket. I'm really tied to that place.
There's a lot of spirits there, too, right?
Absolutely. That's unfinished business I have there.
Does anyone have any questions now of Owen before we wrap up? Yes.
Owen, I'd like to know what makes you so skeptical.
Okay. That's kind of a different question. I've been asked before, how can people take me seriously to lead a group when I don't believe in what we're trying to find? It's not that I don't believe in ghosts. Ghosts could seriously exist. I believe in people. I believe in the stories. I believe this medium over here, I believe she believes that she can talk to dead people. Whether she really can, whether that's what she's really seeing, I don't know.
I've communicated with dead from all over. And to be perfectly honest, it's just closed-mindedness. After all, I'm a medium, and I know.
What we'll do, folks, we don't want to argue with each other. There's going to be plenty of controversy when we get to the site, the Blackhart home. So we will reconvene in a couple hours. You folks will. I won't be with you, but Owen will be leading the team. And we're going to be relying on your expertise over there also. Good luck, students, on your field experience. And what more can I say? Have a great, great time.
It's right up here. It's a spooky area right through here, too.
Get a little spooked.
Let's see if I can remember where it's at. I think that's it right by the little mailbox. It stands. Yeah, this
Married woman.
Here we are.
She's the sweetest thing, man, in this world. Married woman. She's the sweetest thing, man, in this world. Reason why I know that I got one. Every night she lays in pool light and squirrel.
Did you get your equipment out?
I got what I need.
like the place? Definitely looks haunted to me. It's kind of wimpy knock.
There's a bunch of dogs.
Who's that? Oh, Lord. All right.
Think the ghost got her?
I don't know why somebody's got to be knocking on my door. Y'all hold on, I'll be there. It's not a good hour to be out and around.
I see somebody coming.
What the heck?
Who? Yeah? What is it? Who is it?
Hi, we're the group that Dr. Ryan sent over to investigate some paranormal activity you're having.
Yeah, I know Mr. Ryan. He's a fine fella. I reckon y'all be here looking for them ghosts.
Yep.
All right, then.
Something told me we have the right place.
You know, you don't be messing with the dead. You don't want to do that.
That's what we're here to
All
look,
right.
to check out.
Well, Mr. Ryan's a fine guy. He told me y'all's coming. Y'all come on in then.
Okay.
Come on. Come on in.
Thank you very much.
Just don't mess with my stuff.
Not a problem. We'll be totally discreet.
So this is,
Now, I tell you, yeah.
this is where it happened at, huh?
Oh, yeah. Now, Miss Henry Blackhart, now, she was murdered right over there. She was killed. And Mr. Henry, now, he was killed up in the bedroom. Up in his bedroom, he was where he shot himself.
Wow.
Yeah, now, he comes and I talks to him.
You talked to him?
I talks to him. I
thought you said he was dead.
Well, yeah.
She's talking about spiritual communication, Owen. Stop being so
Child.
skeptical.
Oh, child, you got the third eye, don't you? I can see
I do
that.
indeed.
I can see that.
The third eye? Can I see that?
Owen,
She's a
shut
psychic.
up.
She's a medium.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Take a hike, Owen.
Oops, I'm on the cord.
Like
Y'all come on in now. This is where I spend most of my time. I always use this to sit in. I brings company here sometimes. Now when I ask company, I brings them in here.
Do you have anything? If I could ask you, if you have anything from?
I'm a little hard of hearing now.
Do you have anything that Henry Blackhart owned? Any objects or whatever?
If you do, I'd really like to hold it and get a feel for his energy if I could.
Well, sure, child. Now, Mr. Henry, he liked his cigars.
A cigar box? Is that it?
Y'all might like to see what's inside.
Well, sure.
Whoa! Hey!
No, that's all right. That's
gun?
all right. Now, this is the gun that Mr. Henry shot Miss Henry with.
What? Wait.
And this is the gun what Mr. Henry shot himself with.
This is a murder and suicide pistol.
Oh, yeah.
A murder pistol.
Child, didn't I say that? Now, I ain't one for lying now.
Absolutely. I just wanted to make it clear.
Okay.
Sorry.
Now, you don't be
Well, if
funny
I
to me
could,
like that.
I'd like
Definitely
to
not.
hold it.
Or you don't touch it, right?
All right.
I'd like
sure
to
you
get a
wanna do
feel
this?
for it.
You be careful. Ain't nobody been touching this, but
It's not loaded, is it?
I understand
I
completely.
don't know nothing about no guns.
Now I'm scared.
Shut up, Owen. Oh, yes, I can feel it. The energy is very, very strong from this, but it's mixed up and twisted. It's just wrong. He felt bad about killing his wife. Really bad.
Was it the vibration or what?
Energy. He loved her so much. It was almost like he killed himself to punish himself for killing her.
Yeah, you're right about that,
Oh,
baby.
it's all messed up. I can't hold this thing.
You really does got the third eye. You does know that, don't you?
Yeah, she's a medium.
Oh, yeah, well, I could tell that. Yeah, I could.
Other than the gun, do you have
Well, I got-
any of the furniture or anything?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. There's lots of this furniture was Mr. Henry's, but now his favorite chair was right here. This is Mr. Henry's favorite chair. This chair right here.
This was
Yeah.
Henry
that was
Blackhart's
Mr.
chair?
Henry's. Yeah, and lots of times, especially when I be troubled a lot, and I is because I got the pains, I sits right here. And now Mr. Henry, he sit down right here. He having his cigar. I can smell it. It smells good. I like it.
So
And-
this chair was in the house
yeah.
back in the
Yeah.
1920s.
Yeah. I got no problem with the spirits. It's the dead what bothers me.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and
All right.
check out your house and look around if you don't mind.
Okay, well, I'm
So,
going to be in the back there. Y'all need something, y'all just give me.
Okay,
y'all
so-
just call me. Something.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
All right, since we've got free reign now, let's get going. You guys, we talked about splitting up earlier. Just go on, do it. Give me a call. You do whatever mediums do. I'm sure you won't let me down.
I know exactly what I'm doing. Just stay out of my way, Owen.
Not a problem.
Thank you.
Remember, call me if you see anything. This is the old cigar box with a suicide pistol. This will be good. Oh, shit, broke it. That doesn't work. Oh, just kidding. Kids, don't try this at home. We don't notice. All right, let's check out this chair. I'm about to sit in the chair, Mr. Blackhart's chair. Nobody's ever sat in it. If the voodoo, hoodoo, doo-doo lady knew I was doing this, I'm sure she'd kick me out, put a spell on me. Did you feel that? Nothing happened. Oh. We can edit that out. Let's go.
Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord.
I think there's some paranormal activity here. You need to take some pictures. I heard something out here.
I know what you did. Mr. Henry, he knows too now.
Where have you been?
Just checking some things out. You know that hoodoo voodoo queen lady? She's freaking crazy. We need to stay away from her. That's all I gotta say.
She's strange.
You sat in that chair, didn't you?
What chair?
You know the chair.
That voodoo queen will get you if you...
Henry Blackhart's
I just
chair.
looked at it and she got all bent out of shape. It's not my deal. Not my deal. She's crazy.
You just looked at it. You didn't, did you sit in it?
Maybe.
Oh, boy.
The arm was loose, and I just barely touched it.
What do you mean the arm was loose?
You broke the arm. Are you insane?
I didn't mess with that. I was investigating.
Oh, boy.
I can see the guilt all over your face. I can't believe you did that. You actually broke the chair. Henry Blackhart's chair.
I didn't say that.
Do you want that crazy woman to put a spell on you?
There you go with your psychic craziness. Look, she's not the first to want to put a hex on me. She won't be the last. I don't even believe in that stuff.
Okay, well, let's go. All right, well, whatever happened...
Nothing happened. Look, I'll buy a new chair.
No, you can't buy a new chair.
I have super glue out in the truck.
It doesn't matter if you believe in hexes or not. She's gonna do it anyway.
She told us not to sit in it. Come on, we got some...
You don't even listen.
You're
crazy. You're crazy.
Come on, we gotta go in.
Crazy.
Investigating. That's all it was.
Investigating. Yeah, of course. Whatever.
I'm a paranormal investigator.
She's gonna put a spell on you.
Came on by itself.
Oh my God, that's really weird.
It's got to be motion activated. As soon as we walk in
It's not
here,
motion activated. It's not even turned on.
It's an old radio. They don't work that way.
It's not turned on. And there's music coming out.
Spirits are trying to communicate with us.
Faulty.
Yeah, it's probably what it is. It's just probably built up a charge, and it's probably battery operated.
Charging the radio.
It's got to be battery operated.
It's not battery operated now. See, it's got a...
Old radios like that aren't battery operated.
Well, maybe the power switch is busted.
Where's
and it just
plugged
moves on.
No. Look, it's not even plugged in.
How are you going to explain that, Mr. Skeptic? Well, my reasoning makes far more sense. I win.
Okay, it's a ghost. It's a ghost playing radio music.
I don't know, but that's weird. That's the weirdest thing I've seen so far.
No, I've seen a lot weirder. Remember that third eye conversation? After you.
Do you guys smell it? It smells like cigar smoke.
Cigar smoke.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't mean a ghost. guys. That's
They
just
said Henry smoked cigars. He smoked cigars.
absolutely. There's probably smells trapped all in this old house.
Oh, stop being so skeptical.
And my thing is kind of going a little crazy.
He's trying to communicate with us spiritually.
Why doesn't he just talk?
It's out of the
Because that's not how spirits work, Owen.
Could be that light up there.
Well, it was just when we came right in this area that it started really going.
Is it still doing it, or is it gone now?
No, it's still doing it.
All right. Anybody else feel anything other? Well, the smell's gone. Do you smell anything now?
No, the smell's gone.
But there is a cold
Very short
draft.
amount of time.
I feel a cold draft right
Here,
here.
come up here with that thing.
There was a draft that just all of a sudden appeared that wasn't here a minute ago.
Well, we are right next by the front door.
The door's not open, Owen.
It was cracked.
Oh, please. Find any excuse you can.
Well, let's go around.
My temperature readings are stable.
Let's go around to that room over there.
Yes, let's keep investigating.
That's a cat.
Look, the Ouija board. You ever use those before? I hear those things can be...
Those things are bad business. They can open up portals to all kinds of negative energy. That's why I just don't use them. I won't touch them.
Wait a minute. How can something, a piece of cardboard printed with letters that you can buy in any toy store, really be a gateway to another dimension? Seriously.
It doesn't work all the time, but that's the point, is you never know when it will work.
Okay, if it's so dangerous, why would they be selling these to kids as games? Did y'all just see that? It
What?
moved. Is that a trick?
I didn't see anything, Owen.
I saw it.
Did any of the cameras get that? Nobody saw that?
No.
I
I
saw
didn't see.
it.
I'm standing right here. You
I
saw
didn't
it move?
see anything.
And I saw it.
This is obviously...
The board moved?
No, this little thing.
The pointer.
What you doing? What you doing, boy? That's my talking board. You don't mess with that.
I apologize. It's
I
just,
told you not to be messing with my stuff.
you're absolutely right.
That's my talking board.
Evidently she believes in it.
Logic.
Okay, we'll take your word for it. It moved.
You saw it, right?
Yes, I
All
saw
right.
it move.
It's a trick. You go first.
Thank you. Is there light down there?
Just in case anything scares you.
It's dark over here.
I saw something in your cameras. I see the brightness. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting to think this is a bunch of hooey. This looks interesting. Oh my god. This is truly scary.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Nothing.
Don't go through people's stuff.
I wasn't. I was researching, investigating.
Research
Investigating.
closets. You don't investigate closets either.
I thought there was a ghost in there. I heard a noise.
Sure you did.
There is a ghost. It's the death of fashion.
Right.
I need to write this up on the website.
Wow, you're the paradigm of maturity, aren't you?
I'm just gonna find something that's not real.
Hey guys, I hear scratching behind this door.
Legitimately?
No, there's something behind you. Hear it?
Do they have cats here? It sounds like a cat.
I can hear it.
Open it up.
Something in there.
I'm not opening the door.
There it goes.
Come on, open the door. It's not a ghost.
You're the ghost.
Oh,
You open it.
just get out of the way.
What if it's a real ghost and it comes out and kills you? You know,
Well, that's my job to deal with it. So get out of
You're
the
right.
way and let me open the door.
You're right.
Have at it.
Back up.
It's a closet. It's a mop.
It's a mop, you jerk.
I only yelled to make you guys feel better.
Is that what it is?
I knew that was going to happen.
Take a hike.
You guys hear this? I think I got some of the scratching you guys were hearing earlier on here.
Well, let's look and see.
We don't look at it, we listen.
Oh, we listen. Okay. All right. No, I don't.
It sounds like,
Particularly
yeah, a little bit. It does sound a little bit like
You know,
that.
it's scratching. You know, and there's a cat. There was a cat that was scratching earlier, most likely.
Yeah, but we had the one downstairs.
It doesn't necessarily mean that's what it is.
Why would a ghost scratch?
It's trying to communicate.
Whoa. Nice shooting, Tex.
What's going on?
You okay? Camera okay?
No, I'm not. Oh, the Bible is it just burst into flames.
What?
The Bible burst into flames.
It's not even hot. It's not warm.
I'm telling you what I saw.
That's a Bible? That's the biggest Bible I ever saw.
I just started to.
This Bible burst in flames.
Yes,
Flame
I had
fire.
opened the Bible and I started to thumb through it, and all of a sudden, a huge amount of fire just burst out of the Bible.
Were you filming?
Yes, well, I don't know. My camera was on when I came in here, but that startled me, so I don't know what's happening.
The battery's dead, so... that would have been great if you would have got that.
Well, see, sometimes...
You just put it in?
I just put a new battery in.
Sometimes spirits will drain batteries in order to manifest themselves.
Yeah, but what about making a Bible flame up?
You're okay, though, right?
Not really.
Are you physically hurt?
No,
Did
not
you burn
physically.
yourself?
No. It was just...
Well, I believe you.
It was just a
I
very
do.
bizarre,
Well, this is weird.
unexpected.
This is weird.
The presence is still here, though. It's in this house.
Tell you what.
I can feel it.
Let's get the other girls in here with the EMF detector, see if they detect anything. We'll continue looking for this spirit.
Does this convince you of ghosts now?
You know what? It convinces me that she saw something, and we got to figure this out. So we'll take some EMF readings in here, see what they turn up. I have another camera, spare camera. We'll put it on tripod. Film this for the rest of the night. It probably won't happen. Ghost camera shy, I guess. But you know, this is a great experience. I mean, I'm not trying to discredit you at all, but we got to figure out what this is. Obviously, it didn't catch on fire and burn.
Well, he's trying to tell us something.
The presence is still in the house. I think we should try and find it.
Let's do
But
it.
it's not in the room.
No, it's left, but it's still here. I can
Can
feel
you get a
it.
feel out there and like.
It's
which way?
definitely gone down the hallway. I can feel that.
If you need
Very
to,
frightening.
go on
Very
outside to the
frightening.
truck and take your time. We got some
Thank
drinks
you.
out there. Too.
Thank you, because that was just very frightening.
Yes, he's most certainly here. I can feel it. He's angry. He doesn't want us here. He says this is no place for curiosity seekers.
Okay, if he's that angry and upset, why does he just show himself and tell us to get out?
He's a spirit. He does things in non-physical ways.
Is his wife here?
No, she's not. And he's angry. He doesn't want to talk. Doesn't want to talk about her.
Well, I wouldn't want to talk about her either if I killed her.
Now you've done it. You've made him really angry, and he's moving off down the hallway towards that bedroom.
Come on, let's get
That's
him now.
where Blackhart killed himself.
Guys, the lights are starting to flicker. I'm getting some pretty strong readings.
I can feel it, you guys. There's definitely something in here.
You read me. Guys, it's dark in here. The power just went out. I had some really strong signals and... Hello? Hello?
I am really picking up something.
Oh, look at this.
Look at that.
This is a high reading. That's the highest reading on
Oh my
an
goodness.
EMF detector I've ever seen.
Definitely there's something setting it off. The temperatures and airflow readings are fine. Anybody got a cell phone?
Owen? Somebody? Hello? Can you hear me?
This is the closest you guys will ever come to seeing actual spiritual form. I'm going to show you, but I'm going to open this door extremely slowly.
Can you hear me, please? Like, it's dark in here. Guys, this isn't funny. I don't want to be here. Please. I'm leaving. I gotta go.
It's moving towards the door, you guys. Come on, get out! Out of here! Go! Stop wasting time. Get! Go! Now! Oh, that was a ghost!
Come on, bro. Oh my god.
What done broke that chair? I know that boy done it.
Where you going? Come on, wait. It's hot in this suit. That happens all the time. It's cool. They're not really going to leave me. I'm the star of the show. Guys, seriously, it's hot in this jump.
Henry Blackhart is dead. Take 8.
You know what? I do kind of hear that.
I hear it.
Go
It's
ahead.
very slightly.
Open it. Figure it out. It's not a ghost, so it's got to be like a cat or something.
You know it's not a ghost.
I'm not opening the door.
You open the ghost. You open the ghost.
She's got. You guys will check this out for a second. I think I picked up some of that scratching you guys were hearing earlier.
It was through his former military commander, Colonel Flanger.
He's here, you guys, in this hallway.
Who? Who's he?
The man, the one that killed himself.
Henry Blackhart's here.
Henry Blackhart?
I just forgot the entire rest of the dialogue. It's...
Just say yes. Or what is it?
No, that's good enough. You can cut it right there, and then we do.
There was a highly destructive
What the hell? Can I use your phone? My car broke down the road.
Well, you dang fool, I ain't got no phone.
That's
That
okay.
look like I could afford a phone.
Probably not. Can I use your bathroom?
I ain't got one of them. It's in the back.
Can I just come in and rob you?
No.
Okay.
Of course, I was.
Door handle broke, my bad.
Oh, wait, go back.
God, you don't know how bad I felt when I did that.
It happens to a lot of people.
And then I go, like it was gonna stick.
Do that, because that's funny.
Oh, crap! No, I'm just kidding.
That's it. I think we did it.